What do Alexander the Great, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus all have in common? At first glance, these names echo through history as conquerors, philosophers, and emperors, men who shaped the world with their ideas and actions. But beneath the surface, there's a hidden thread that connects them. A shared experience that shaped their destinies in ways most people overlook. They either lost their fathers at a young age or never knew them at all. Imagine the loneliness, the confusion, the sense of being unanchored in a world that demands so much from young men. For many, this absence could have been a curse, a wound that never heals. But for these men, it became something else entirely, and yet they became some of the greatest minds and warriors the world has ever seen. Their stories prove that greatness is not reserved for those born into perfect circumstances. Instead, adversity became their teacher, and hardship forged their character. They transformed pain into power and loss into legacy. In a world where millions of men grow up without fathers, physically absent or emotionally unavailable, many feel like something vital has been stolen from them. The longing for guidance, the search for identity, and the hunger for approval can leave deep scars. But you are not alone in this struggle. History is filled with men who started with less and became more. But history tells us this: you can forge yourself into a man of strength, purpose, and discipline, even without a father. The path is not easy, but it is possible. Through self-mastery, relentless effort, and a refusal to be defined by your circumstances, you can build a life of meaning and impact. This is a message not of victimhood, but of transformation. Your story is still being written. The absence you feel can become the fuel that drives you to greatness. The world needs men who rise above their beginnings, and you can be one of them. Epictetus was born into slavery, a condition that defined the early years of his life. He was not just a slave in the physical sense, but also in the societal hierarchy, where he was seen as nothing more than property. His life began in chains, both literal and metaphorical, in a world where freedom was a distant dream. He never knew his father, a void that left him searching for guidance and identity. Growing up, he often found himself alone, contemplating the world from the shadows, yearning for a connection that was never there. He was physically disabled, impoverished, and considered powerless by society. His disability was a constant reminder of his limitations, yet it also became a source of inner strength. Despite his poverty and physical challenges, he refused to let society's perception define him. Yet through philosophy, he discovered something few men do, even with perfect parents. No man is free who is not master of himself. This realization was like breaking chains that had bound him for so long. Philosophy became his guiding light, illuminating a path to true freedom and self-mastery. He was later granted freedom and opened a Stoic school. This school was not just a place of learning, but a sanctuary for those seeking wisdom and understanding. It was here that Epictetus shared his insights, teaching others to find strength within themselves. His teachings didn't just attract poor students, they trained future emperors, including Marcus Aurelius. His influence reached the highest echelons of power, shaping the minds of those who would go on to lead empires. His words resonated with people from all walks of life, transcending social and economic barriers. Epictetus became a surrogate father to fatherless men by showing them this Stoic truth: you are not what happened to you, you are what you choose to become. His teachings provided comfort and guidance, helping many to navigate the complexities of life with resilience and purpose. Through his wisdom, he empowered others to take control of their destinies, proving that true freedom comes from within. Alexander the Great lost his father Philip II at the age of 20, but before that, his true transformation came not from a biological parent, but from a mentor, Aristotle. Aristotle taught him logic, ethics, rhetoric, and perhaps most crucially, how to govern himself before governing others. I'm indebted to my father for living, but to my teacher for living well. Alexander's story reminds us, if you lack a father, find a teacher. Mentorship is the ancient path to masculine maturity. Today that could be a coach, a wise friend, a philosophical tradition, even a book. Marcus Aurelius lost his biological father at just 3 years old. In the vast marble halls of Rome, he was left with a void that could have easily consumed him. Yet even as a child, Marcus was marked by a quiet resilience, a sense of solitude that would shape his destiny. But he didn't collapse. He was adopted by Emperor Antoninus Pius, who became both a mentor and a father figure. Under Antoninus's watchful eye, Marcus was immersed in the teachings of Stoic philosophers and subjected to a rigorous education. He learned not just the art of ruling, but the discipline of self-mastery, patience, and endurance. Marcus didn't idolize strength or comfort. He embraced duty and virtue. He understood that true greatness was not found in luxury or power, but in living with integrity, humility, and compassion for others. Every challenge became a lesson, every hardship a chance to grow. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. These words, written in his own hand, were not just advice to others, but a daily reminder to himself. Marcus believed that action, not debate, defined character. Despite grief, war, and betrayal, Marcus carried Rome through a time of chaos. Plagues swept the empire, enemies threatened its borders, and political intrigue was ever present. Yet he remained steadfast, leading with wisdom and compassion, never allowing adversity to harden his heart. He became a symbol of the philosopher king, a father to millions today, including us. His legacy endures not just in monuments, but in the timeless lessons he left behind, inspiring generations to seek wisdom and virtue. His meditations were never meant to be published. They were private reflections written in the quiet hours of the night, far from the eyes of the world. They were written to himself, like a father guiding his future self. In these pages, Marcus wrestled with doubt, fear, and hope, offering us a rare glimpse into the mind of a ruler who sought not just to govern an empire, but to master himself. Fathers are important, but so is this truth. A sword is not strong because it is unscarred. It is strong because it has been through the fire. If you grew up without a father, or with one who wounded more than guided you, your suffering can either destroy you or forge your discipline, wisdom, and resolve. Stoicism teaches us that the external doesn't control us. We shape ourselves through will and virtue. In today's world, you don't need a palace or a philosopher to mentor you. You have Marcus Aurelius in your pocket, Epictetus on your bookshelf, YouTube, podcasts, teachers, books, discipline, brotherhood. You become what you give your attention to. That's what Epictetus said. Find voices that sharpen you. Surround yourself with men who hold you to a higher standard. Replace the absent father with a Stoic code that guides your choices. You are not condemned to repeat your father's absence. You can become the father you never had for your own children, your community, and even your younger self. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. That's from Epictetus. That's the Stoic path, a life of virtue, not excuses. If this video resonated with you, you're not alone. Many great men have walked this road before you. Drop a comment below. Who was your greatest mentor? And if you're building yourself into a man of discipline and purpose, subscribe for more ancient wisdom to guide the modern warrior. Let's get this channel to 1,000 subscribers and build a community that supports and helps each other. Remember, you may have grown up without a father, but you can die as a man who became one.